Two persons they're there now with a locksmith,
ready to
changing the locks.
Oh my God.
Changing the locks and say that they brought the property. So she was
all of this while you actively paying your mortgage. Go on, guys, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back, D-Squad. Today's video is so interesting, unfortunate but really interesting. Yep. I know you guys are going to be in the comments and we can't wait to read your comments.
Yeah, man. Guys, as you all come in, I just wanted to click the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, right?
Turn on the post notification bell, put the setting on all, and let's go.
So we're going to be reaching out to her neighbor. She lost her home to a very unfortunate situation. Yeah. She was actively paying her mortgage, but yet still the bank foreclosed on her. They sold her home to a private treaty. So we're going to be reaching out to her right now on the phone to let y'all know exactly what happened, all right?
Yep. All right. So we now have our neighbor on the line. It was an interesting story because it was shocking when we heard it at first. And we really had to talk to her to really understand what really happened and what could have caused something like this.
Yes. So we're gonna let her remain anonymous for the time being. All right. So yes, we're not gonna refer to her by name. All right. But dear, you can say hi to the family.
Oh hi, how are you doing?
Fine, thanks. You know.
We're doing good. How are you?
Not too bad, just trying to cope.
Yes. So guys, she's actually one of y'all. She actually is a subscriber of our channel. Actually, at the moment, she's away. She's been away for a little while. And one of our neighbor, which is her immediate neighbor, got wind of the situation. And on the day when the new owners, because she, we're gonna call her Jody, right? So, okay, your name is Jody, okay?
Okay.
Yes, so you're Jody. So, Jody would have been completely oblivious to all of this. So, while Jody's neighbor was home, she saw the new owners pop up and was like inquiring about Jody's own car that was parked in the driveway. Right? So, my friend now, which is Jody's immediate neighbor, she was very panicky about it and she knew we are very passionate about real estate. So, she actually reached out to us. To me to tell me about what was going on, and I was like, I had a lot of questions.
Yes.
Right. So Jody is on the line now, and she will explain to y'all more about the situation. All right.
Tell us basically your experience on the day when your neighbor called and says the new owner for your house just show up. Oh, you know, like tell us what happened. Tell us. You know.
Okay. It was, I won't say the specific date, but it was in March. March 2024. That's last month.
Yeah.
It was on a Saturday. I was home, and as you all know, I am away for a little while.
Yes.
So I got a missed call, and then it was a message. Yeah, I saw the missed call, but apparently she had sent a message before, right? So the message that she said, just to summarize, she said that two persons are at the house and they say that they bought the property, that the bank sold the house.
Wow.
So I was like, what is she talking about? So puzzled, I said, let me call her. So when I called her, no, she said that yes, two persons they're there now with a locksmith,
ready to
changing the locks.
Oh my God.
Changing the locks and say that they brought the property. So she was
all of this while you actively paying your mortgage. You are overseas now. You're working overseas now, but you're still maintaining. You're still paying your mortgage. And you haven't received any form of communication from your banker, right?
No, right. No form of communication and so forth. So.
And your family wasn't contacted? Your next of kin wasn't contacted?
No. So in a panic mode now, I said to her, I think I spoke to one of the person. They said that, yes, they brought the property. I was like, when was this? She said, in March everything finalized. And I was like, what?
So how long was it on the website, or how long was it in private treaty?
I am not, up to today's date, I don't have no clue. Nobody at the bank contacted me up to today's date.
Wow. Nobody contacted you?
I think you had mentioned, because we had prior conversation, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
You had mentioned that you reached out to the banker afterwards, and because you didn't get any form of communication, you were confused, you wanted to know what happened. So what did the banker say to you when you reached out to him?
So I reached out to my loan officer that dealt with the mortgage for me.
Yes.
Right, I searched his email because we had a lot of communications via email. So I searched my email now and realized that, this is the number. So I called him. So as I said, it was on a Saturday, and apparently I think he works from home or something like that. And he said that I'm on the road now. As soon as I go back in, I'll pull up your file and then I'll see what is going on. And he said to me that, but you sure that something like this is true? You sure it's not scammer?
The banker said that to you. So the banker who should be managing your account saying that to you.
Exactly.
So this is even a new part where I never knew about before, you know. So he was.
Yes, so he said that, you sure it's not scamming? They're scamming you. You sure? So I let him know that I'm not in the island, and he said that, okay, as soon as I reach home, I will pull up a file and see what's going on. So which he did later in the evening. He called me back, and he said that, okay, this is the situation with your account. Your account is with a credit officer.
Wow. So he's not the one managing your account anymore. That loan officer that you call.
That's when he pulled up the file. That's what he said. He said, your account is with a credit officer, and I'm going to give you his contact details. So you just send him an email right now and let him know that somebody's at your house, taking over the property and so forth. So that's what he said to me. Wow. So he's sending me an email. Is the gentleman's emails, you know. But when he was sending me the email not coming through. So I was there maybe about 5-10 minutes. I said, why I can't see the email? Why I can't see the email?
Because he's trying to read. He's trying to send you what he's trying to send you, the contact for the credit person.
Right, he's trying to send.
So he's sending you that via email, and you're not receiving the email. So this is the email that he should. That's the email that is on file. So your email. So your email wasn't changed, or what happened with it?
Hold on. Let me tell you what I found out then. So
yes.
While he was sending it to me, not receiving it, I said, okay, I can reply to one of your emails, you know, that we had communicated prior to that.
So your email address haven't changed. So it's the same email address for you.
Yes, man.
For you is your same email that they normally communicate with you with.
Yes, same email address. Right. So when I sent him the email, I said, here is a message. So he said, I got it. So I said, I'm not getting your email. So when he looked at it, he said, look, guess what? The email that is on file is XOXO, which is quite similar to my email. Very much similar. And I said, no, that is not my email. Apparently he pulled up their system and saw that they had a different email address.
If he's trying to email you and they're bouncing back, or he's not getting a response.
Apparently it wasn't bouncing enough. It was going through, but it is not my email address.
It's going to somebody else.
If he's not getting a response, wouldn't it be in their purview to reach out to you via another method like next of kin, or so no relative have you received any form of phone call at all?
No phone call, nothing whatsoever.
All right.
And that is really shocking.
I even found out that same day that my address, that when I initially opened my savings account, my address, it was the same old address they still have on file. And I can recall in 2022, I went to the bank and updated my current address.
All right. Hold, stick a pin for me. All right. So let us put everything into context now for everybody, right? So you left Jamaica which year? Remind us. So you were living at the premises, and then you migrated when? Which year?
Right, so I migrated in 2021, but I went back to Jamaica for 6 months in 2022.
Okay.
That was when my bank card was destroyed, and I decided I need to go to the Portmore branch and get a new card.
Okay.
So when I went there,
Hold on. So, no, I just want to quantify things. Okay. So, in terms of why, more get to why them decide to sell your property. They are trying to reach out to you now because you are seemingly behind with your payments.
But you're making your payments every month.
Guess what? I don't know if they were reaching out to me.
You're not even sure they actually were reaching out to you, eh?
Right, I am not sure.
You know,
I don't get an email, I don't get a phone call. Nobody that's related to me getting any emails. No letters wasn't brought to the house or nothing.
So
sure.
So what exactly did they tell you is the reason for them selling your property?
Okay, so the loan officer said while I was working in Jamaica, my salary was like the mortgage payments was the deduction, salary deduction.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes that on the 25th they pay us, and then after that they would do the deductions and send it to the bank.
Yeah.
The loan officer said from that time the what you call it now, interest was growing on the account.
So what happened? What they increased your mortgage? What happened?
I'm not sure. As I said, I don't have a clue what happened.
So basically, from when you're in Jamaica, they had arrears on the account, and there was no communication, no email you weren't getting any email from the bank to tell you this, no calls, because that's the next thing. They haven't even given you a call up to the point that you were in Jamaica, and if he's saying that interest was building on the account from way back in 2021, then that would have meant that they should have at least given you a call and you were in Jamaica at that time.
The thing is, what we've
prior to 2021 while I was working in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
So what we've noticed with some of these banks, they operate almost as if like they're loan sharks, right? Oftentimes mortgage interest rates are increased as well. Right, so mortgage interest rates are increased, so automatically your monthly payment that gone up.
Yeah.
So in your situation, you're paying a set amount via salary deduction. Your institution would have to be aware to increase that amount so that the payment can reflect the right amount.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is you're incurring late fees on top of interest month upon month, and this is snowballing.
So how much did they say was owing on your account at the point that they listed it or they sold it on private treaty?
Or how much you owe?
The loan officer said like 600 and something thousand.
600 and something thousand?
Interest.
So that's with late fee and interest penalty, all of that together?
Late fees and interest.
So that's to put it in perspective for everybody. So you pay a mortgage every month, but the late fees and the interest that the bank has put on the loan has accumulated at this point to 600,000. But you're still making your payment, and that still baffles me. You know why it baffles me? Because them still take your money every month. Them still. So to me, if I am at the bank and I see that this person is still paying, and I'm not getting a response from the email, it must be that the person is interested in their loan still, but they're not getting my communication. So I would have tried to call them.
And if you're not getting through to a phone call, try the next of kin if you really care, because whenever you're signing up a mortgage, they ask you to provide particulars for next of kin as well.
Or an emergency contact person.
Yes.
So why you have an emergency contact person if you never use it? And the next thing is, buying a home ownership is so valuable. It's just a strong thing. This is $1 million agreement, millions of dollars worth of agreement. So how could you just casually take somebody's property that they're still paying you for and just sell it?
You could have had your kids living in the house while you were overseas, so it could have been a case where your kids could have been there and them just kick out the door and push them out the street. You know, so
it's shocking, you know.
What if I didn't have a good neighbor, right? Because I'm planning to come back to Jamaica because I'm getting an extended leave to come back there.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes,
I would have come there and realized that I don't have a house, not knowing from now that I don't have a home.
Oh my
you
God.
Understand me?
Oh my
and
God.
I've heard that they told the individual that if they don't hear from me, my furniture, they just put it into storage, and then from storage there would be auction.
Oh my God.
How much was the initial cost of your mortgage? How much did you pay for your home initially?
You mean for the mortgage itself?
Yeah, or
9 point something, 9.25 or 9 point something.
And how much did they sell the property for?
They sold the property for 23 million.
23 million. Okay.
So have you gotten any word on any form of reimbursement? Have the bank said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry for what happened"?
There should be some investigations because some.
Yes, I have a lawyer on it now. But as I said, when I called, so I actually sent the credit officer an email, you know, and then I think the following Monday or Tuesday I called him and he answered the phone and he was telling me that, well, where the sale is at, I cannot get back the house, and I was saying to him, but
they must get you somewhere.
And he said that it's up to me. I can recall he even said to me that you can go ahead and sue the bank, but you will not get back this house.
Okay.
I think you're right. He don't have any empathy.
That's what the lawyer is saying, or the loan officer.
No, that was the credit officer. That was the credit officer.
Okay.
Again, go ahead and sue the bank, but I will not get back the property. That's what he said. So then he said that, well, he has a statement for me and I will get it sometime in the week. I jumped on it, get a lawyer, because I was calling back on the day that he said that I would get the statement. I didn't get it. So I got a lawyer. The lawyer contacted him and he was giving the lawyer, I mean, as she said, that attitude and all kind of stuff.
Wow.
So she said that just look out for the email with the information, that just send it forwarded to her. How I got that statement was a different thing, because about a week after, didn't see any statement. So I sent him an email and let him know that the email that they have on file, the email address that they have on file is incorrect, and to provide the correct email. I just let him know that just reply back to this email.
Yes. So some reason, somehow along the line, your email address contact that they have was corrupted. Some way it
Right.
And you were made to suffer for that, for their lack of
proper
record keeping.
Yeah, they weren't recording the data properly. Is there any talk of compensation for you?
Did you try to reach out to a manager?
They gave me a payout because as the gentleman, the credit officer said, well, you're going to get a payout. That's what he said.
That's a normal payout when them sell your house.
I don't want any money. I want back my property.
Right.
So I said, I'm not going to get back the house. That's what he said.
So how much payout did they offer you?
9.5 they offered me. Remember that they took out lawyer fees and this transfer fees and the commissions and so forth. So it's just that when they take out all of that.
Yes. So this 9 point, how much you said they gave you?
9.5.
So this 9.5 million is basically the normal amount that you would have got that any foreclosed property owner would have gotten in a sale. It's not like they're giving you any additional money because of the situation. So really you're not being compensated at all per se for the situation. Right. So you're saying that you have your lawyer now on the case.
Only case, right.
Right, and where is that at the moment, if you don't mind sharing?
It's in the initial stage. It's trying to get information like, was it sold for less than the value? Like, was there communication? Was there due care? And
due care, I'd say, is out through the window. Communication out through the window. Right? So I think you're in for a big payday. And to be honest, I guess probably we can down the line we can get more information about the story as the story progresses, and perhaps eventually reveal this mystery caller to you. At the moment we say her name is Jody, but down the line we're gonna get more information about the situation. I really hope that they pay dearly for this. Yeah. Because as we say, our personal experience with these banks is like they are loan sharks. Right? So Cass can tell you, Cass gonna go into now a situation or situations that we have experienced.
It's scary because when you said that you were basically paying your mortgage and they sold the property from under you, that is shocking. I remember one day we were going out of town, we were in St. Anne, and I got a call on my phone. When I answered, the person introduced themselves and they were from the company that I got my mortgage from, and they were saying that my account was in arrears. I was like, I think you have the wrong person. I think you have the wrong person. I pay my mortgage every month in full. I don't pay it short. I pay it in full every month. I keep up with the payment. Even when them say them increase it to whatever, I'm paying it in full every month. The person is insisting that I owed $16,000 to the bank. I must say $16,000? Oh, would I owe that I'm paying every month? Like, at what point? And then she just said, oh, you owe this amount of money. And then I got annoyed with her. It's when I got annoyed with her now, and I start saying, I pay my mortgage every month and I have receipts to show that I do that. So if you're going to call me and tell me I owe you money, you have to tell me how I am owing this money. And it's after talking to her, she's like, oh, well, I really don't know how this part of it goes, And then that's when she gave me somebody else's number, which I guess in your case, Jody, would be the credit officer.
Possibly.
So I emailed the credit officer asking them for information, asking them to give me a call, and that's when I think probably about 3 weeks later, because she never responded same time, about 3 weeks later, she actually gave me a call, and she was telling me that my mortgage is coming over to them 2 days late every month. And when your mortgage come over 2 days late, they charge you money for that, and then they charge interest on top of the money that they charge. So
it can easily snowball and get big. So at the point now where Jody is at, where she has this big she had, because the house is sold now, but she had this big $600,000 deficit. We can see how it can happen, and when they're also randomly increasing mortgage interest rates and customers, all these things.
And they're not communicating with you via email, so you're not getting all this information when they tell say, oh, your mortgage increased by $5,000, your mortgage increased by $10,000. You're not getting this information, and when you're late for 1 day, they might charge you and they might add interest on it. And I think that is a very crooked way to do business.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just quite unfortunate, but when we heard your story, we were so shocked. I said, oh, could that happen? But then when you explained what the person said to you, and me look back on that call that I got, I'm like, that's the same thing that they were doing. Because I was so shocked to hear them owe $16,000. I said to the lady, say, how much money Uno could have charged me per day? So, for Uno say, my payment charge for it was about 4 months, they were saying. 4 months it came over late. And then it reached at $16,000 already?
Wow.
How much money Uno charge me? How much interest Uno charge on this money?
Yeah, these banks, they are quick to give you some random fees for your mortgage. Like sometimes I know I pay, sometimes I even pay over the amount, and then I see my statement come where I read like there's some portion in red that I owe with penalty. So every month I am having to dip into my pocket further to ensure that the mortgage is not in arrears, in which
even
I know I pay
it in full.
But Miss Jody, I really hope. I know you have a good case. I know you have a solid case. Yeah. Because they didn't communicate with you properly and there was no due care. It was almost as if somebody was benefiting from that sale somewhere along the line,
I tell you, it sound crooked. It sound crooked. And I think that property is so valuable. You bought your property at $9 million and within a couple years it's skybarred to $23 million and then they just sell it, so boom, underneath you. I mean, I just think that if I was that loan officer, I would be scratching my head saying, no, sir, that lady here, I must contact her. I would have to contact you before me sell your house.
Yeah, he has my contact,
And you're saying that when you were purchasing the home, him find you, him run behind you.
Exactly. I didn't have to go into the bank.
Him find at your workplace and he was so patient with you at that point, eh?
Patient, he explained everything. The document, I didn't have to go into the bank, not even once.
Wow.
And when it's time for them to sell your house now, they're oblivious, eh?
Very much.
But I really hope and pray say you get adjudicated at the end of the day, because this is something that I think is just so scary and is unfortunate, and I think it just it's just wrong.
Yeah.
It is wrong for this to have happened to you.
Yes, and we are really looking to say that again, please.
I said from the start to the finish, I mean, it's just wrong. How they went about it, especially how the other persons took it over.
Wow.
I mean,
yes, it's really bad. So we're really trying to open our viewers' eye to these risks, because every day we preach about owning real estate, purchasing real estate. There are a lot of persons who are not even on the island. They live elsewhere and they're paying their mortgage. Like yourself, you're paying your mortgage monthly, but some reason there's some lack of communication and boom, they sell your property right under your feet without you even knowing.
Yeah.
So we just bringing some light to this situation, bringing it to the forefront for other persons to know what's actually going on, because we don't hear about these kind of situations. It's not publicized. So Miss Jody, or Miss Chikala, I thank you very much for sharing your story, and we are invested in this. I really hope that you have a good lawyer on the case, so that you can get good redress from this.
Yeah, and keep us in thought, to give us. Yes, thank you.
Yes, I'll definitely keep you posted on the situation.
Will do.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So you take care. All right. That's Jody, right there. Very, very sad situation. It could have happened to any one of us.
Really frightened me here. And when she say she pay her mortgage every month, I say what? Oh. Because I was saying to myself, is it that you missed a couple months payment, but you pay mortgage every month and then sell the house and $600,000 versus $23 million? I think that it was excessive. And the weird part about it is she actually went back to her email that she was communicating with this loan officer. So that means that they would have had the correct email for her. But for some reason
along the line, it got some mix-up happen and they were sending emails
to the wrong person. But then that's
negligent. That's very.
You never put in enough time in it to say that person have to come say something to me. Me have to get to that person. Try to find out if the person dead. If the person sick and in hospital. If the person is you don't try to call no next of kin. You don't try to call no emergency contact person. We have them people there for.
Hey, this situation seems to me like, when you have negligence in the hospital that causes the death of a patient, like some wrong medication or a bad injection or something like that. It's that kind of in terms of the severity of the whole matter, you know, it's along that line, you know.
It's grave. I mean, owning a home, you know, is one of the dreams of most Jamaicans. And if you know, say you have this is one of the biggest loans that you're ever going to take out in your life.
Investment.
And you have this investment. I'm not saying to myself that you see one house in a Phoenix Park Village I sell for $23 million. And if y'all are looking for a house and y'all scan through this neighborhood, you realize that $23 million is a catch, is a steal, and then buy it, then grab it fast. And I'm not saying
that probably never even enter the market, you know, that property, you know. So I say we are having our questions, you know, we have our questions that relate to this particular situation. So we're gonna learn more as time progress.
We are bringing you this video because we want to shed light on the issue. If you have a loan, keep up with it. Get emails, get statements, because these people sell your house from underneath you and they're selling it for big money to them, friend. Hypothetically, no evidence of that, but I strongly believe that somebody must have known that this house was going up. I was like, quick, get it, you know what I mean? We have to be careful. When we enter into the mortgage, what we found out is that they increase our mortgage every year. We never anticipated that with our mortgage. So, and what we also found out is that's the only type of mortgage that they offer in Jamaica. So unlike overseas,
very interest rate.
Yes. So unlike overseas, when you can have a fixed mortgage, fixed interest rate on your mortgage, and you have that choice, in here, out here, in Jamaica, them bank here, have you by the balls.
Definitely.
Them does give you and them increase the interest rate almost as if every year they want to refresh your loan, so your loan is looking as if you just buy your house. And I think it's unfair because one of the advantages of buying my house now is that 10 years down the line I should be reaping the benefits. But if you continuously increase my interest rate, I'm not able to. Keeping the eyes open.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Don't be tricked, don't be fooled. Keeping an eye upon the ball and on the money, because she not just lose her house, she lose millions of dollars, because her house was valued. She did the driveway to her house,
put up AC
grill that added value to the property. Exactly. And with the appreciation of the property, that house could have easily gone for 29 million. 30 million if you ask me, because $29 million was a couple months ago. So $30+ million now. It's sad to say, but I think that she lost a lot. Let us keep our eyes open out there. Don't make them get to know. Don't make them get to know.
Yeah, man, guys. So thanks for watching. All right. We're gonna leave it right here until we get further updates. All right, guys. We out. Leave a like. Peace.